The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
It's been a long time since the Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Oakland Raiders have had a dominant defense. I guess that's why they haven't won a Super Bowl or anything in decades. Last year when Antonio Pierce took over as the interim head coach, the Raider defense showed they could be dominant. They had the number one defense over the second half of the season. This coming season, the Raiders could very well have that dominant defense. Dominant defense is starting in trenches, and they've gotten exponentially stronger in that area. Adding a guy like interior defensive lineman Christian Wilkins does that for you, especially when you add him to a guy like edge rusher Max Crosby. That's not all the Raiders have either. They have edge rusher Malcolm Koonce coming off an 8-sack breakout season, all of them coming in the second half of the season when Pierce took over. Interior defensive lineman Adam Butler had 5 sacks last year, and 2023 first-round pick Tyree Wilson will have a full offseason in training camp. Run-stuffing interior defensive lineman John Jenkins is coming back too. The Raiders have a murderous row defensive line now. It all starts with edge rusher Max Crosby, one of the best in the league. He dominates against the run, so running at him isn't going to yield you good results. He can keep blockers at bay and disengage with those long arms, and he has the agility to get to the ball wherever it is. He can win quickly and get into the backfield and make splash plays. And any blocking scheme that has Crosby unblocked is not a good blocking scheme. He has the speed to stop everything in the backfield. And of course the hustle and motor's there to get down the line and make plays. Oh, he's physical too. Even when he guesses wrong, he has the speed, quickness, and hustle to make himself right. And as a pass rusher, he came into the league with crazy bend, which he still has. To go with that speed and bend, he has hands now. All Crosby has to do is get to the tackle's outside shoulder and he owns them. Look at this, the tackle has no chance here. Watch this push-pull away from the double team. On this one, Crosby's coming with the power move first, then the quick swim move right after. And here's Wilkins, his new partner on the interior. He can penetrate and get into the backfield quickly against a run. Watch how quickly he wins here. And of course he can two-gap against the run. Watch him overpower his man here. That right tackle can't do nothing with him here. He has the speed, quickness, and hustle to chase that play down the line too. Rushing the passer, he has the ability to win quick with his hands. can overpower a guy too. Here he's going to attack the center's outside shoulder and he has no chance. Now watch the quick swim move here. That was easy work. One guy, two guys, they can't keep him off the quarterback. At 6'4", 310, he runs a 5-flat 40, so he has the speed to run stunts. I can't wait to see that man play. Now we're on to Butler, who really came on the second half of last season. Look at that, just overpowered him. Butler can penetrate quickly in the run game. He can take on double teams and still make the play too. Watch him spin out of this one. Watch him stand his ground at the point of attack here. And again he fights through that combo block. Butler's going to fight against the run in the middle of that defense. As a pass rusher, he has the speed and quickness to run those stunts. Here he's supposed to just be setting a pick for Crosby, but he gets to the quarterback. And on this stunt, he just stays with it. He stays with it here too as he cleans up a Crosby miss. He has the ability to win quick too. Watch this. He's between that center and guard before they know it here. Butler stands to make that pass rush even better this coming year. Big John Jenkins is a big part of this thing too, especially against the run. He just overpowered the center there. Oh yeah, you run at him, he will not be moved. He even has a little speed and quickness to get down the line and make a play. But he's best known as a space eater. Look at him on the nose here. Watch him here. He's going to engage, then he's going to disengage as soon as the ball gets near him. And I really don't think it's a good idea to block him one-on-one in the run game, because stuffing the run is what he does. Rushing the passer, he's not going to give you many sacks, but here's one. But he brings the pressure right into that quarterback's face. He will take his man and dump him right on the quarterback. It's hard to make throws and get rid of the edge rusher when you're pushing the pocket right into the quarterback's face. Again, he's not going to get a lot of sacks, but he can chase the quarterback around a little bit. But at 6'3", 330 pounds, he just isn't going to catch him very often. He'll be in on rundowns most of the time anyway. Now we have Koonce, who's actually underrated against the run. He holds up at the point of attack better than you think. Teams tried to run right at him last year, but it didn't work out that well. He can crash down from the edge and make a play inside. He can penetrate into the backfield quickly and make a splash play. He can close a hole in the middle down from the backside. And he can get off a block and chase a play down from the backside. Rushing the passer is where he's the guy though. Watch him spin inside here. Here he's going to bull his way to the tackle's outside shoulder, then bend. Yeah, Koonce has crazy bend. He's going to show it here too. Here he's going to show his hustle. He's going to fall down and get right back up to make the play. Here he shows the presence of mind to get after the football, and that sets up a touchdown for his teammate. All 8 of his sacks came when Pierce took over the second half of the season. What's he going to do with the whole season this coming year? Wilson played way before he was ready to, but he still did well against the run. You just weren't going to run right at him. Those long arms keep blockers off. He has 36-inch long arms, so all he has to do is extend them and you're not going to block him. You just saw you can't run right at him, and here he's going to take his man into the middle and make the play. And here he is crashing down into the middle again. Oh, and he's faster than you think. He can chase down plays from the backside too. Coming from the right of the screen, he's going to show that speed rushing the passer on this sack. Here he's going to outrun the tackle to his outside shoulder, and it's over from there. Here he's going to use his arm length on this push-pull. Too bad the quarterback just gets the ball out. He showed last year he can rush the passer from inside a little bit too. And when you have a guy running that fast on the stunt from the interior, the quarterback's not going to like that. Mahomes didn't here. Here on this stunt slash blitz, he's supposed to be just setting up a sack for Robert Spillane, but he threw his man out the way and got the sack himself. This is the defensive line the Raiders are bringing to the 2024 season. You should be very excited about this defensive line. It has Crosby, one of the best edge rushers in the league, just entering his prime. Then there's Wilkins, one of the best interior defensive linemen in the league, entering his. Then there's Jenkins, who's mainly there to stuff the run, and Butler, who had 4 of his 5 sacks the second half of the season after Pierce took over. Speaking of the second half of the season last year, Koonce had 8 sacks in that time period. What's he going to do for the whole season this year? This really is a murderer's row defensive line. Thank you for watching. See you next time.